Another video coming at you. We're talking about core exercises. If you've ever done any of my workouts in the program, which you should be doing, go to kineticpf.com, sign up for my email list, and I will send you the workouts. A 14-week program specifically for motocross racers. Get on that. I like to do core exercises not only to warm ourselves up, but it's good to do throughout the workout, especially in the beginning stages of my program that I give out to people. It just is kind of a reinforcer of good posture, and it helps protect us on the track and when we're lifting. So really good to do, and I would consider them a little bit of corrective. So if you have anterior pelvic tilt or you have really bad knee valgus, doing some of these on a regular basis will help alleviate that. So let's jump into it. Okay. On my elbows, hands down, feet shoulder width apart. Pinching my butt, I'm not arching, tuck it under, and pull my elbows back to create tension. You'll feel your abs light up like a Christmas tree. Other shoulder is stacked over the other, and that is stacked over the elbow. Hips nice and high, got my hips through, squeezing the cheeks and the stomach. Push-up iso, hands underneath the shoulders, shoulder width, squeezing my cheeks. Okay, again, I'm not doing this, not dangling. Keep my hips tucked under, and I almost want to rotate so my hands are screwed into the ground. It's gonna really stabilize the shoulders. Make sure we're squeezing all throughout. To a single leg, push-up hold, okay? Don't compensate, don't twist the hips, keep them nice and straight. Adds a little bit of degree of difficulty. All right, so hip extensions, toes are pointed up, okay? Heels are close to the butt, hands by the side. I push my hips up nice and tall, squeeze the cheeks. We're gonna feel a little bit in the hamstrings, but it's more so in the cheeks. Again, trying to draw my stomach in, keep it nice and tight like somebody's gonna punch me. And then I can always go into a single leg hold. Again, another degree of difficulty. Don't overcompensate and move the hips. Keep them nice and straight. All right, going into letter holds. Forehead's gonna be down on the ground, toes are down on the ground, and I'm gonna make a Y, a T, and a U with my hands, okay? So I'll demonstrate and then explain. So what I'm doing with that, the letter holds, everything's down on the ground, okay, face down, squeezing my cheeks, squeezing my quads, and I'm not shrugging as I make the Y, the T, and the U, okay? I'm trying to make sure that I'm pulling down, okay? I'm depressing the scaps and making sure that they're in a good spot, okay? So no feeling it here, I want to feel it in the middle of my back. All right, bird dogs. Sometimes I refer to them as a balanced iso. So I want to make sure my hips are right on top of my knees, hands underneath my shoulders, back's flat. And I want to start by pushing my leg back, okay? Now I'm not rotating, I'm not opening up my hip, I'm not sinking down or arching. Everything's nice and flat and flush. Then I bring it back, and I can go to the other side. Once I start to get more advanced, I can bring both arm and leg up. Okay, again, I'm not opening up the hip, I'm keeping it down and level, back's nice and straight. I might even have a little arch there, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that, okay? That's a bird dog. Dead bugs, great for the transverse abdominis, okay? So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring my legs up, hands up. I can alternate by keeping my back nice and flush, okay? I'm not arching, there's no arch underneath my back, stomach's tight. If you're just starting out, go ahead and start with your feet here. Just use your arms initially, okay? If you start getting comfortable, stack the knees over the hips, then you can do it, okay? Another progression, just like that, and then finally, more advanced. Go ahead and throw this guy on around the knees. This is a mini band complex I like to use. Okay, I'm sitting back in the hips. Okay, knees shoulder width, feet directly underneath. Okay, I'm just like this. I'm gonna take 1 foot at a time. I go in and out 10 times on one, 10 on the other, and then 10 at the same time. Really gonna work the glutes and the abductors, help for stabilization of the hip. Once I'm done with 10, 10, and 10, I can take 10 steps in one direction and 10 steps in the other direction. So wall iso hold, this is great for total body warm up, shoulders, glutes, legs, ankles, everything from head to toe. It's a great, simple way to progress. You can start on 2 feet. When you feel ready, go ahead and go into 1 leg. Let me show you a linear wall iso hold and then a lateral wall iso hold. This is the linear wall iso hold. My hands are shoulder width, shoulder height. I'm on my tippy toes, squeezing my cheeks. Again, I'm not arching the back. Tuck the hips underneath. As I get used to it, I can go up into 1 leg. Again, I'm not letting my hips draw forward. I'm not shrugging. I'm not looking down and dropping my foot. Everything's nice and tall and relaxed. Now, I go into a linear, or excuse me, a lateral, okay? Again, I'm on my toe, hands up against the wall, inside leg is up, just like this, holding each side. Okay, I can do, first start off with 10, 15, 20 seconds, then work my way up into 30 seconds.